So I've noticed one of the big problems people have in in-home sales is trying to close same day without people feeling pressured, right? So there's a couple secrets to it, and they're not really secrets, right? Just some techniques. One of the biggest things I've always done that helps me a ton is when you're doing the price presentation, first of all, you've already let them know early on in the presentation at some point, you don't dwell on it, you don't really talk about it, you just mention that there is going to be a price that is going to be for people who are ready to just go ahead and do it while you're there, right? So then they're already aware of it. By the time you get to the end, they've been thinking about it, it's been in the back of their head. So don't surprise them with it last second. Another thing that I've noticed is really helpful is if you talk about the terms around the sale, right? About the financing, about the down payment, all that stuff during one of the first prices, right? I usually do it at the 1 year price or the first price, the retail price. You get all that information out of the way. And when you're getting that information, you say it all as if it's going to be down the road, right? So that means you don't talk about it as if they're making a decision now, because that's not the point. The point is what will work for you down payment and what will work for you monthly, or are you paying cash, right? That's what we're trying to understand. Not, hey, you got to make a decision today, so what are you going to do? Suddenly they don't want to give you that info because they feel pressured. So you get that info first, and then you slowly add the discounts in. And then you get to the next discount, not the efficiency or the urgent discount, the today discount, just the one below that, right? The one right before it. And there you sort of overcome any of the objections and you keep cutting the amount of time down. But all the stuff you talk about is, hey, whenever it is you guys do make a decision, whenever it is, when you guys do talk about it, when you do decide to do this project, it's all talking about, not now necessarily. And then you isolate it down, you find the problems, you solve them, and then you use the today price or the efficiency discount and the terms that come with it in the discount for it to be a no-brainer, right? And then it's like, oh yeah, we already want to use you guys. Why not save another, $1,000 or 2,000 or whatever your discount is, right? Why not? It makes no sense. If we're going to use you guys, you're exactly what we're looking for us to not to pass it up, right? And then they feel like they're sort of the ones making the decision. That's where you get what people call like a lay down, right? It seems so easy, but a lot of it is how do you ease people into it where they don't feel like you're just trying to make a sale. You're not just dropping the price really fast. You're making it more about them, their terms, whenever they decide, you're helping them decide. And then you're like, well, we might as well do it today because you got this big discount, right? And it's up to them. So that's sort of a way to do it without making people feel super pressured. There's lots of other things you can do as well. I'll talk to them in other videos, but if you have any techniques that you like to lean on for that, please let me know. Personally, I'm not a fan of trying to make people feel super pressured. So I would love to hear what advice you guys have as well. Leave it in the comments below. Message me if you need any help.